second.
He's staying. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Beverly Hills High School Swim Gym. My name is Jacob Suomi.
And I'm Jackson Harris. We're your commentators for tonight. I hope you guys enjoy the game. It's going to be a very interesting game. We have the Beverly Hills Normans facing the El Segundo Eagles.
And Jackson, last time these two teams met this year, the Normans did win big, 70-30. Are we seeing that same result tonight?
I believe so. Last game, we were here in the swim gym. Normans were able to hold a 10-point lead almost the whole game. So coming off of that win, I think the momentum will definitely carry them to a win tonight.
And the Normans are tied for first with Santa Monica, as the Eagles are tied for third. So we will see you at mid-court. See you then.
We are here at half court as tip-off will start soon.
Great call.
We have Blake Lander tipping for the Normans.
And he is 6'4" against Patrick Fallon, 6'5" senior.
Not a big height differential, but unfortunately El Segundo does get the tip. Taylor's got the ball up top.
Norman's really locking down the top of the key.
It looks like it's going to be some very good defense. The swim gym is very loud tonight with Spirit trying to cheer their Normans on.
Turnover.
Travel on the Eagles.
So Jackson, although that was just the first possession, there is that defensive intensity we saw last game against Culver City.
Right, and as you say that, we're seeing the same kind of defense from El Segundo. It's definitely going to be a very tight game.
And I think El Segundo was still hurting from that 70 that the Normans put on them on their home court, as they put only 30 on the board. And Lander finishes inside. Great pass.
Lander was able to get that easy look inside as his team gave him the nice assist.
So there is that
Taylor
full court
driving
press
in,
shown by the
floater,
Normans.
and it's good. 2-2, all tied up. 7 minutes left, only 1 minute in, and we're seeing a lot of movement from both teams. Do you think this is going to continue throughout the game?
I definitely think that the defense is tight right now, but I think the Normans will start to pull away, because as we saw against Culver, they did sustain their lead early, and now they lead 4-2 with 6 minutes 30 seconds left.
And we just saw another inside basket by Daniel Beastocks rather. A nice look. The team is definitely creating a lot of ball movement and getting their players open inside, which seems to be El Segundo's weakness.
Great body inside, as they only have 3 seconds to shoot.
Taylor shoots at the wing, and it's going to be right off the mark.
So the Normans are really locking down the interior, as that three was put up with less than 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Normans back.
Andrews inside.
Andrews to Lander. Lander with the nice shot right outside of the key. We just keep seeing these nice looks for the Normans, and as long as they keep the intensity strong, it should be a good game.
So Liberty drove in there, and Jackson, he made the defense collapse, which is going to, if they can do that all night, they'll have shots open all night like Andrews had, which led to a bucket by Lander. There's a turnover.
El Segundo was left open with Pearson in the corner. Unfortunately, he did not hit the shot. Unfortunately for El Segundo, he did not hit the shot. It was just a little bit too much power, and he got the air ball there.
So squad sub for the Eagles as 5 new guys come onto the floor.
Engel is going to take up the ball for Segundo. He's stuck around the half-court line.
So Coach Murch for the Eagles must be really confident that he can go 9-10 guys deep.
Corner shot for number 15.
Keep up with the Normans.
The shot is good by Max Quintana. The Normans' defense is, I feel like, weakening up a little bit around the outside. They definitely want to keep that pressure. And it's going to be a turnover. El Segundo ball.
So 5 minutes remaining. Normans lead 6-5. That was almost a turnover there.
Normans were able to tip that pass. He goes up. It's just going to be off the rebound by Lander.
So
Lander's
the interior is still being shut down by the Normans.
It looks like they're trying to run a trap play up at the top by the half-court line. Doesn't seem to be working on the Normans here.
So Jackson, in contrast, it seems the Normans are focusing on protecting the interior, while it seems that every time Ramirez passes the half-court line, he's being trapped.
Right. You know, we see very different defense on both sides of the court. Normans are leaving them open on the perimeter. However, El Segundo is leaving their paint open for some good looks for the Normans.
For the Norman size, that can be very dangerous.
Right. The score is still very close, 8-5, a 3-point difference. 4 minutes and 17 seconds left. There's still a lot of time left in the first quarter for these teams to warm up and get some nice shots.
So Ben Ramirez really with the tight defense as he just drew 1 foul. And big block there by Lander, protecting that interior like we said before.
Amazing block. He smacked that ball right into the stands.
As Williams checks in for the Normans. .15 on the shot clock. Eagles having a hard time getting a quality shot. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And that will be a turnover. Great
Backcourt
defense by the
violation
Normans.
on El Segundo. Great defense by the Normans. We're seeing that tight defense that we saw last game.
So once again, a group sub for the Eagles. Jackson, what do you think of this strategy by Coach Murch that he is subbing 5 guys in at a time?
It's an interesting strategy to say the least, but I think we'll see as the game goes on.
And I think from a player's standpoint, it can almost feel like you don't have quality minutes going up and that you're in for only 2 minutes at a time.
Exactly.
Great defense by Liberty as he is shutting down, and that is a travel. Micah Porter was absolutely shut down by Aaron Liberty, and that led to a travel. And timeout Eagles.
So we saw Porter there taking the ball. Do you think he's El Segundo's shortest player at 5'6"? What do you think? How do you think the height differential will affect the game tonight?
Well, I don't think height is responsible, but I think the reach might be a reason why, as Liberty is 6'1", and his reach is obviously easier to get into the pocket of Porter. And the Normans are generally larger than the Eagles here, but we've just seen them dominate the paint defensively. So looking at the standings for the Ocean League, Santa Monica and Beverly are atop at 5-1 each. Culver City is 4-2 after starting the league play 4-0. Lawndale sits at 2-4. El Segundo also sits at 2-4. And Hawthorne is defeated with 0-6.
Porter taking the ball up for El Segundo. We're seeing some nice defense by Williams. Normans are definitely playing some very tight defense here. It's allowing for turnovers.
But it's also allowing for fouls, as Williams just checked in and he picked up his first, as well as Ramirez is playing very tight defense and picked up a foul himself.
We definitely don't want the Normans to get too many fouls here. We definitely want to keep them in the game.
And I think as well as the Normans are shutting down the paint, the last thing they want to do is allow fouls and send the Eagles to the free throw line to get points that they have not earned.
If I were the Normans here, I definitely would want to watch for the corners. We've seen a lot of good looks for El Segundo in the corners, and that's not what we want to see.
As Porter takes his second consecutive turnover there. Andrews breaks the press. High pass to Liberty.
It's going to be a steal there as the ball just got away from the Normans. So, Jacob, so far in the first quarter, we've seen a total of 7 turnovers between the two teams. How do you think this is going to affect them later in the game?
Well, I think confidence is definitely a reason for these turnovers, as there's another one. Ben Ramirez pushes, and
nice little move on the layup there by Ben Ramirez. Unfortunately, the shot does not go, but he is going to get 2 shots here.
Right, so I think turnovers is definitely going to hurt the team behind because it's harder to get back, and not taking care of the ball is also a big problem, as Roy Friedman will check in after this free throw by Ben Ramirez.
So both shots are going to fall from Ramirez, as the score is now 10-5 Normans with the lead. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Definitely enough time for El Segundo to score a couple points here.
And another turnover for the Eagles. Oh. Ramirez looks to set up the offense. So, Jackson, what the Eagles are doing by pressing the ball carrier at the top of the key and the court is, I think that because of a careful ball handler like Ramirez is doing, that it's getting open shots like to Andrews and Williams. Do you think that will be concerning for the Eagles moving forward?
Well, Jacob, it's still the first quarter, still a minute and 50 left. We can't really say for sure what's going to happen the rest of the game, as both teams are just coming in and still warming up. But it could definitely be a concern later in the game.
And we are seeing the same type of result through the first quarter, like at the game at Samo, as the lead is extended for the Normans from 12-5 with a minute and a half remaining, and that is another turnover.
Wow, we are just seeing a lot of turnovers tonight. Normans only have 3 turnovers, whereas El Segundo has 7. Definitely not something that you want to have.
And Jackson, as we saw from the Culver City game, once Liner came into the game, he was very defensive and pressured the centers very much so. Do you think this is a choice by Turner to put him in for defensive purposes, up 14-5?
Well, I don't necessarily know if it's for defense here, as the Normans are playing pretty good defense. However, they could just want him in to be a scorer. He did score a couple points last game.
As Liner picks up his first foul with 1 minute remaining.
Normans are definitely very dominant in the paint here in this first quarter. However, they are getting a lot of fouls on the other side of the court, so definitely not something that they want to have right now, early in the game.
So what we've seen so far is it's like El Segundo just can't compete physically with the Normans. .40 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Normans lead 14-5.
The ball just slips away from Taylor, but he's able to get it back.
5 seconds to shoot.
Taylor's going to dish it to Quintana, and it's going to be good from the corner.
And Quintana thinks that the Eagles are up by 20 because of his reaction after that 3. However, they are down 6.
Right. Definitely don't want to be celebrating too much when the score is
10
this.
seconds remaining in the first quarter. Liberty bullies his way in. However,
unfortunately, not going to get there. Liberty back up. He gets the ball, and he puts it up. The Normans right now are dominating the Eagles in the paint, as that's the end of the first quarter. Half-court shot by Taylor, not good. Just a little bit off center there.
So, at the end of the first quarter, Normans have doubled the Eagles' score. It is 16-8. And Jackson, what do you think we've seen so far that has put the Normans up by 8?
You know, we've seen a lot of great defense and a lot of interior dominance. If the Normans keep this up, they can definitely see a win at the end of the night.
And really, I feel the score doesn't really show how this game is going, because I think the Normans are pressuring the ball carrier, and they've got and the Eagles have gotten a couple lucky passes out for threes, and the Normans definitely are playing more physical on the offensive and particularly the defensive end.
Right, and Jacob, as we look at the head coaches for both teams, Coach Murch for El Segundo has been there for 11 seasons, whereas Coach Turner for the Normans here this is his 9th season. Obviously, Normans have a better record here. Do you think that has anything to do with it?
Well, I think both coaches are highly respected by all teams in the league. Jarvis Turner particularly has been incredibly successful throughout his tenure. But I just think the Normans are outplaying the Eagles right now. And other games going on tonight, as Lawndale heads to Culver City and Hawthorne heads to Santa Monica, as the favor is in favor of Santa Monica and Culver City.
Right. As we see Hawthorne faces Santa Monica tonight, Hawthorne's on a 7-game losing streak, and Santa Monica is coming off of a 7-game win streak. What do you predict will happen in that game tonight?
I think the Vikings blow out the Hawthorne people.
I couldn't agree more. Oh, it's going to be a steal by El Segundo. However, the pass,
Wow. That was a
Wow.
tough push. And it looks like
Andrews was slammed against the wall.
And as you look around this swim gym, the court boundary is very close to the railings and the cement. So that was a pretty dirty play.
Right.
By
we
the
have
Eagles.
we have padding around the basket, but I just don't
Nothing
think that's
around
enough.
Right.
As you saw there, he was slammed pretty hard into the wall. I don't know. Jacob, do you think that was a dirty play?
our executive producer, Romeo Carey, believes so. And he's always right.
So it looked like a hard
refs,
shove from the other team. So
right, I think after the Normans lost that ball, it was a very intense drive to the basket. And it didn't look like anyone had the real possession of the ball, and that could have led to more physical actions as Andrews is up now. Athletic trainer Colleen will probably check him out for concussion symptoms. And that is Captain Nick Andrews, who is leaving the court. He didn't play the last minute of the first quarter, but he did have a couple buckets in the first quarter.
Right. You never want to see an injury here, especially at the high school level, as these players are still young and have a long way to go.
And Coach Jarvis Turner is upset that there was no foul on that play, as I suppose it was just out of bounds on the Eagles.
I definitely saw a shove there. I don't know about you, Jacob.
And I think the way he flew into the wall, how could he have done that on his own? And so we are going to get a flagrant one, as Lander will go to the line to shoot 2, and the Normans will receive the ball. Coach David Murch is pleading his case to the referee, although I don't know what he didn't see there. Maybe just out of bounds off the Eagles.
Right, Jacob. Definitely an odd fight to call, as that was pretty clear to me.
That is the question of the minute. Will Nick Andrews come back?
I hope to see him out by halftime. Hopefully he's ready to go by the third quarter. However, it looks doubtful at this time.
Although I do think if the Normans continue to push this lead further and further, why would Coach Turner feel the need to play him any longer than he needs to?
Friedman's got the ball to Liner in the corner, and the shot's going to be good from Liner.
Someone's got to get back for the Normans, as
we have Kagan.
Quintana is in the corner, very open. I'm sure he will celebrate anything if he scores a basket, although they are down
As Kagan
13.
took the ball up for El Segundo, we saw that the Normans were playing very tough defense. A steal by Liberty, and the basket is good. You know, it's a big league here.
Oh!
And Friedman's going to go over the back.
Was that over the back, or was that a block, or was that a reach?
It's interesting. Friedman went over the back of Myers, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
And as we've seen, Jackson, the push on Nick Andrews and that little over-the-top action has really ignited this Beverly Hills team. While if you take a look at the Eagles bench, they are silent as they are down by 15 points.
Williams going to check in for the Normans as Friedman goes back to the bench.
So no flagrant or technical on that Friedman play, as I definitely agree with.
Right, I definitely didn't see anything dirty here. From this point of view, obviously we can't see every angle. 6 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the second quarter. There's a big lead here. Normans are winning 23-8. Jacob, how do you think this lead came about?
Well, there's a 3 that is off the mark. Lander pulls down the rebound. But I do think that the Normans are just outplaying the Eagles in all aspects of this game. Look at that right there. Williams extend the lead to 17. And I think the Normans are just quicker. And that is another turnover on number 21, Dylan Martinez, for a block. And that is their 9th turnover compared to the Normans' 3. And that really shows, Jackson, how this game is going, that the Normans have 3 times as less turnovers.
It truly shows which team is a little bit more, I'd say, not in control.
Great ball movement by the Normans. Williams inside, has two guys around him.
Liberty's going to put it
there.
up.
You know, we've been talking all night about how much quicker the Normans are. And I think when the Normans can get into a rhythm with ball control, that will really cause more problems. As Dylan Martinez is fouled going to the bucket.
So far on the offensive for the Normans, both Ramirez and Liberty have had some great vision tonight. They've had some great passes to the paint. They were able to get their teammate open. It shows really who's in control here. Billy Contino is checking in for the Normans as Liner goes to the bench.
And Martinez misses both free throws, and that is not something you want to see if you're Coach Murch. As your team gets free chances for a bucket and nothing falls.
Ben Ramirez shoots it from a little behind the line. It is not going to be in, just off the mark there. Another open shot in the corner for El Segundo, but it's going to be out once again.
And that bucket falls for Preston Engel. And that officially brings the Eagles to double digits, although they are down by 17 points.
Nice mid-range from Billy Contino, just a tad short there.
And great defense by Ramirez.
Another turnover for El Segundo as Billy Contino makes the layup on the fast break.
And there is that speed for the Normans, the quickness, the agility to get turnovers, and great effort there by Contino. Someone's got to help him. And that is going to be a travel.
Ooh.
And Jackson, that is the 11th turnover for the Eagles.
I could only imagine what Coach Murch could be thinking at this point. Daniel Bystock is going to sub in and take out the ball there. Liberty's taking it slow coming down the court here. I think that's the great thing to do.
Ooh, Liberty drops him. Ramirez, chance for three.
Ramirez drives baseline to Lander, and Lander's going to put that up for the easy bucket.
Great move by Liberty to absolutely drop the Eagle defender.
Liberty's playing some pretty tight defense here.
Norman's defense is tighter than ever as there's another turnover. Number 12 on the day.
Wow, definitely something that Coach Murch definitely doesn't want to see. It seems that they thought there might have been a timeout there. Ramirez is going to loop around, drive baseline.
Lander for three. Off the mark.
It's just going to be off the back iron there. Coach Murch calls a timeout.
And so we were saying earlier that Coach Murch was doing that 5 in, 5 out substitution method. He had not put 5 in a while, and his team got absolutely smoked on the offensive end and defensive end.
Well, Jacob, there's a 21-point lead here with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter. I think we know which team is more dominant here.
Right, and as we've seen all night, the rebounds are tougher for the Normans. The quickness and agility of reaching in and poking that ball out and driving inside for the layup, and that has been everything for the Normans. They don't even need those outside shots as the majority of their points have come from inside the paint. And what do you think Coach Murch... And so what do you think Coach Murch is telling his guys down 21 with 3:21 left in the second quarter?
If I was Coach Murch, I definitely would not be too happy in this situation, so I'm sure that's how he's feeling. The only problem I could see for the Normans is them getting tired around the second half. Although it does seem that they have a lot of depth to their team, so
And
putting in bench players would not be too bad for them.
That full court press has really been a terror for the Eagles, as 5+ turnovers have come from that defense. 10 seconds to shoot for the Eagles.
5 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot is going to be thrown up by number 15, Quintana, but it's just not going to be good.
Ramirez going inside, kicks out to Liberty, who will reset the offense with Lander. Great pump fake by
And
Coutinho.
a great
And that
shot.
is 2 more. And so the Normans are getting quality bench points today, as Quintino is coming off energetic and scoring the bucket, as Friedman will check in at the next whistle.
Normans are applying some great defense here.
Oh, another turnover.
Another turnover.
Liberty looking to push.
Liberty with the steal. He pushes up, hop step, and it's going to be good.
Great move by Liberty to shield his body for the ball and get it to go.
Exactly, Jacob. As the score is pushed to 35-10 Normans. We haven't seen a basket in a while from El Segundo. This is not their game tonight.
And Aaron Liberty is absolutely having a ball out there, taking these balls away from the defenders.
Exactly. We saw a second ago Ramirez poke the pass, although he didn't get the steal. Another possible turnover. And it's going to be another turnover for El Segundo.
That is 13 on the day, as Friedman and Lander will check in. Liberty heads to the bench, getting a rest with just under 90 seconds left in the first half.
As we see the Lander brothers on the court, how do you think their chemistry is this season?
Well, as you know, one of them was on JV last year, and now they're both on varsity. And I think they both contribute greatly to the success of this team, both sitting at 6'4" and dominating on the court together. And Jackson, the Normans are on pace to score more than last time at El Segundo. What do you think that says about home court advantage?
You know, Jacob, I think it says a lot, but I also think it says a lot about how the Normans have been playing this season. It shows that the Normans have heart on and off road games. It shows that the Normans keep up the pace and show a lot of effort, no matter who they're playing or where. 33 seconds until halftime. 27-point game here, as we see El Segundo take the ball out for the most likely last possession of the half.
As the shot clock is turned off, Lander checks out. The tough defense continues for the Normans as half a minute remains. Friedman all over him.
Billy with the nice tight defense, and shot's going to be good. Normans are going to try to push up here fast with 15 seconds left. They definitely probably want to get a shot off here before the halftime to end it good.
And they do have that three whenever they want it, really.
Exactly. It's just the ball's just going to get away from Lander as it goes out of bounds. Another turnover for the Normans, as the Normans have 4 turnovers at this point, compared to the 13 turnovers for El Segundo.
So that is half number 1. Normans lead 37-12. Complete dominance on the court as minutes were pushed all over to the bench players and the starters, and everyone is contributing. Meanwhile, the Eagles are having a very hard time getting to the bucket.
Exactly. Normans had points from all over the court. However, they were most dominant in the paint. I think that's what we're going to be seeing again come this second half, when we will see you guys next.
We are looking live back at the Beverly Hills High School swim gym. The Normans lead at halftime, 37-12. Jackson, what have you seen from the Norman dominance so far today?
Normans have definitely been way more dominant than El Segundo. You know, Normans showed a lot of effort and a lot of speed and a lot of hustle there in the first quarter. Hopefully they don't get too tired here.
And I think that full court press really ignited the Normans to get so many turnovers, as the Eagles racked up 14 compared to the Normans 4. And definitely a storyline was the Nick Andrews foul, as I do not see him back on the floor.
Right, it doesn't seem like he's out. As we said earlier, it was a mystery as to whether he would come back out tonight, but it's not looking too good.
So with less than a minute remaining at halftime, the Normans look to extend their lead. Again, they did win at El Segundo on the 10th, 70-30, a complete blowout win. And it looks like we are seeing another victory of that sort.
Right. You know, I don't have a lot of faith that El Segundo will come back tonight. I see Normans taking the win. But that's from our point of view, as we have 24 seconds until the second half of the game.
So we will see you for back to the second half. I assume we're cut. We're going. What? Is it working? I heard you. The secret one with the button on it goes on and off.
We did not hear
So we are back for the second half. Liberty, a defensive animal in the first half. And the Normans right away are out of the gate. And that's an overback on Lander. So Eagles definitely using their time more in this second half on their first possession, as 15 seconds remain on the shot clock. The Normans' stingy defense shutting down the Eagles. And another turnover. That pass is thrown away by Liberty. And so far, a couple turnovers for each team.
It's been a minute, and we've seen two turnovers between the two teams here tonight. Not looking like a very in-control night.
So just over 7 minutes remaining. Less than a minute underway in the second half. And the Normans scoreless, as well as the Eagles scoreless in the second half, 37-12. The Normans definitely were looking to push in their first couple possessions quicker than the Eagles, as again they took their time, but they just cannot get to the basket.
Right. Eagles, they haven't really been able to get inside all this much this game. Their points are all from mid-range or outside shots. They definitely want to try to get some inside looks if they want to cause another turnover for El Segundo, as we see Lander with the steal. Liberty trying to pick out Ramirez. As we saw last game, Freeman put up some really nice shots towards the end. And another shot from
Liberty just bodied his way into the paint and got that layup to go, as the defense is shutting down the Eagles. continuously every possession. And another turnover. Ramirez, 1 on 3. Well, I definitely think the Normans are playing at a higher tempo, which leads to a really test of handles and lack of turnovers. And Ramirez just tried to go in there 3-on-1, try to do his best to score, and that will be a turnover. So I think the Normans need to slow it down a little bit, set their play up. So Jackson, that shot by Lander was no good as he was pretty wide open. Of course, in this game, up by 25 points, that really doesn't matter. But next week against Samo, Tuesday night, those shots will have to fall. Great use of the pump fake there, as Baystock will go to the line to shoot 2.
Right, as you were saying, the Normans definitely don't want to have that against their next game against Samo. So we've seen how El Segundo is getting a lot of their points in transition. This could mean that that's one of the Normans' no matter how big the lead is, you definitely don't want to let any easy shots go. So, Jacob, how do you think Coach Murch is feeling as they come into the second half and El Segundo already has 2 turnovers?
Well, I think it's nothing he hasn't seen before in the first half. And I guarantee you during that halftime talk, he was telling his guys, take care of the ball. And so far they haven't really adapted to that, as that was almost a turnover. And Ramirez and Lander are absolutely shutting down. And bodies on the floor. More bodies on the floor. So Eagles will retain possession. 30 seconds to shoot.
So we just got word that Nick Andrews is being tested at the UCLA Medical Center right now for a possible concussion. Definitely something that you don't want to see. We'll be back with you guys in a second. Back. We've seen the lead now is 41-16 Normans. Looks like they're going to get a fast break here.
Great defense shy away from him and protect the low box.
Right, coming into the first quarter, we saw a lot of fouls by the Normans, by both teams, actually. How do you think this is going to affect them in the second half? Do you think they're going to get a lot of fouls here as the game sort of slows down?
Well, I think Coach Turner knows that some of his guys have more fouls than others, but with the differential of this game, I don't think that he has an issue playing guys that he wouldn't play otherwise. And another turnover.
The Normans here are just playing some smash-mouth physical basketball tonight, and it's really looking good for them tonight.
As they are up by 25 points.
You're going to see Liner back in as he passes to Ramirez. Ramirez looks like he's going to pull up. He dishes the pass to Williams, and Williams gets another shot. Williams has had a couple of nice inside shots tonight. It's looking good for the Normans.
Fine there by Ramirez.
It's going to be...
So with 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter, Normans lead 43-16.
Another foul for the Normans there. Definitely something that you don't want to see.
Almost a walk there. Ooh.
Number 3 almost breaks his own ankles as Liner stays tightly on him.
So Normans may be getting away with a couple of reach-ins as the defensive experts go to work there.
Right. That play, we saw some nice ball control by Micah Porter. You know, that's what El Segundo needs here. They definitely don't want to be playing sloppy basketball tonight. Ball is thrown off of El Segundo. Norman's ball here.
So Liner barely gets that ball away with 25 seconds.
Liberty up at the wing. Liner's going to get it. He's going to wrap around. Give it to Liberty. Liberty sees Ramirez open. Ramirez hesitates there. Didn't exactly want to take that shot. I don't know why. I thought that was a good look.
10 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
Liberty drives in. Sees Ramirez open. Ramirez takes the shot, and it's going to be an in and out. Exactly. That really should have fallen. He got robbed there. Ramirez is going to be stuck, trapped in the side.
Draws 3 defenders and gets fouled. That is something that El Segundo team does not want to see. As if one player draws 3 defenders, that leaves for so many guys wide open. And a senior like Ben Ramirez, can get that pass away cleanly. So definitely points are coming from that type of offense.
Right. We're seeing El Segundo's bench clap here as they got that foul. Not exactly sure why. He sees Liner open. To Liberty, to Ramirez. Drives in.
There was that pass we were talking about.
Ooh, just going to be some tight defense there by El Segundo as Contino is not able to get up the shot.
So the Normans up by 25 points here with less than 90 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Stellar defense by Liberty and Ramirez. As there goes Ramirez.
Porter passes the ball, just gets away from him as Ramirez takes it down the court for a nice little transition shot.
And you could see a big guy like Ramirez on the little guy like Porter at 5'6". That was a pretty easy layup for him.
Exactly. Ooh. Porter's been slipping a lot this game as he tries to make some good moves.
He's also been turning the ball over a lot.
Right.
So Lando checks in for the Normans, for Liberty, as 5 new guys come in for the Eagles.
It's what you were talking about earlier, Jacob, the 5 in, 5 out. You know, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this game goes because it doesn't look like it's been working for them so far.
And as you say, nothing really has been looking to be working for them at all. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. 14 to shoot for the Eagles. Tripped up by Liner.
Taylor is tripped up as he's going to go down in the key.
That does not look like it'll be a shooting foul.
I say that should have been a turnover there, as up top it seemed like he stepped way behind the half-court line, but, our view is kind of off at this angle.
And a turnover by Quintana leads to Ramirez pushing. Draws 3 defenders there.
Ramirez getting double-teamed here. El Segundo definitely knows that he is an inside force here. Wow, as he's going to be shoved to the ground here.
So Ramirez got fouled there. And the Normans they have the opportunity to take the last shot, although we have seen them take the shot that they need at the right time. Like there is Quintano, and a great finish by Williams.
Great finish, wow. You love to see that sort of energy from the Normans.
And 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Liner follows, and there's a reach.
Normans definitely don't want to be picking up any fouls at this point, as Taylor is sent to the line here. 8 seconds left.
And the Eagles are at the line because of the bonus. 1-1 here.
Right. Normans definitely didn't want to put the Eagles in bonus here. This is very bad. Although the lead will provide them with some safety here.
Yeah, I think definitely a 28-point lead does not damage them this much, as 8 seconds will be remaining after this shot. Ramirez will get the ball, looks to push. 5, 4,
Nice
3.
little behind the back for Ramirez as he gets between the 2 defenders. It's going to be chucked up the court. And there's the buzzer going into the fourth quarter. 27-point game here. Not looking too good for El Segundo. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to pull out the win tonight.
But, as we knew coming into this game, that wasn't exactly expected. But that was a tough quarter for the Normans. Just about 10 points scored, their lowest of the night.
Obviously, this was a very sad weekend for many, as, Kobe Bryant unfortunately passed away in a helicopter accident along with 8 other victims, including his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna Bryant. I'm sure it affected a lot of players on the court here, as he was very influential to the game of basketball. I wonder how that's affecting them on the court. Jacob, what do you think about this?
Well, I think definitely a tragic Sunday for the world, as the NBA and the world lost a legend in a horrific accident alongside his daughter and 7 other people. And he touched so many people on and off the court as a friend, a person, a dad. And it's just definitely hard to move on, especially for basketball players and fan supporters of him. So start of the fourth quarter here.
So Jacob, obviously as you announced the start of the fourth quarter, what do you think is going on in Coach Murch's head at this time?
Well, I know no coach likes to admit that his team has a slim chance of winning, but I think right now he's telling his guys, just play your hardest, go out there and leave it all on the court. Great find there by Lander.
Driving as the ball gets away from Jordan Williams. The Normans will get another turnover there as that goes out of bounds.
So Ramirez starts on the bench beginning this fourth quarter. Now he's going to check in at the next whistle.
Taylor's going to try to put it up. However, he did not get the and one there. He will be sent to the line for 2. Jacob, I see that El Segundo is playing a little bit more aggressive here coming into the fourth quarter. I think that's the right approach, especially with the limited time they have to try and score 27 points here.
Exactly, as El Segundo's Quintana was hanging on the net. What are you doing there, buddy? You're down by 26 points.
We can see the Norman Spirit lined up on the sideline as they cheer on.
And now he's talking
Normans
to students at Beverly Hills High School. If I were him, I would keep my mouth shut. Nice mid-ranger from Ramirez.
And we can see 5 guys come onto the court waiting to be subbed in for El Segundo. Another 5 in, 5 out. You know, this obviously hasn't been working for Coach Murch. What do you think they should do at this point, Jacob? They keep doing the 5 in, 5 out, but, you know, it doesn't seem to be affecting the score whatsoever.
Well, honestly, nothing seems to be working for the Eagles. As 5 new guys come in. You know, like I said, from a player's standpoint, it almost feels like your coach doesn't trust you enough to take one guy out, one guy in. So it's definitely interesting and different from a coach's perspective.
Right, you know, El Segundo has had so many turnovers this game, just playing some sloppy basketball. To be honest, I've lost count of the turnovers between the teams at this point. What's going on here tonight, Jacob? What do you think is the cause of this?
Well, on the Eagles side, the Normans are absolutely all over them, and that is causing fear, loss of confidence, and poor decision-making, which results in a loss of protecting the ball.
I completely agree with you, as we see almost another turnover there by the Normans. Normans haven't had that many turnovers this game. They've been looking pretty good, pretty solid on both ends of the court. Definitely what Coach Turner wants to see from them.
Right, and I think that their turnovers are reason due to the fact that they have been playing quicker. They know they're the superior team, and they're trying to get to the tin and score.
Trentino has it up top. Ramirez, he keeps drawing the double team on him, as it looks like El Segundo is going to double team up top. And another turnover by the Normans as El Segundo gets the steal. He's going to be trapped at the half-court line, and he's going to be out of bounds. Another turnover for El Segundo. Wow. I have no words at this point.
Except go Normans.
Yes, except go Normans. Definitely want to be showing our school spirit here. Make sure to come watch the Samo game. It's definitely going to be something you don't want to miss. A very exciting game. Swim gym should be packed with people showing spirit. I want to see everyone here cheering loudly for our Normans.
And you could see from last year's game on the KBEV YouTube, this place was packed. Normans got the victory pretty easily. This place was absolutely rocking, and it should be a very exciting game, as the Normans did fall to the Vikings at Santa Monica a couple weeks ago. So just under 6 minutes remaining here. Oh, here comes. Oh,
wow!
That was potentially.
Don't know where that pass was headed.
That was that. I saw Williams' lob coming. Did you not see that? I saw Williams' lob coming.
Right, I saw him running. You know, that almost went into the stands. Not sure where he was aiming, but that's another turnover for the Normans. Hopefully, the Normans don't get too sloppy here.
That was a Williams lob coming up, and I saw that one absolutely being thrown into the hoop.
Another bad pass by El Segundo as it goes off of the knee of Ramirez. Ramirez is going to get the ball and head in transition.
So, Jackson, in this second half, we have seen both teams turn over the ball profusively. I know that the Eagles, they've been doing this very consistently. What do you think the Normans' reasoning is for this? As they did not do it in the first half like this.
You know, I honestly couldn't tell you at this point. The lead is big enough that they should be very confident in themselves right now. Maybe even have a little bit of fun with it. You definitely want to be having fun on the basketball court, or else you're just going to play very poorly. El Segundo's going to get the steal and head in transition. Oh, a nasty block by Williams as he goes up over the defender. That was definitely a sight to see, Jacob. He really got up there and smacked that ball down.
So 5 more guys in. Going to check in for the Eagles at the next whistle. So once
5
again,
minutes left in the quarter.
Normans lead 49-24. Absolute dominance performance by the Normans.
Right. You know, I don't know what to say. El Segundo looks like they're going to be 14-11 after this game, as Normans are going to be 20-3.
And something we haven't seen in the second half is the 3-ball by, right on cue. Okay, perfect.
Ball up by Domian, which is going to be right off the mark.
So something we haven't seen is that 3-ball fall. And, you know, if the Eagles can't drive inside and they can't get that outside shot, they really have nothing going for them.
Ramirez.
Oh, wow. What a rebound by Williams. Jeez.
It's going to be a turnover
quite an athlete
for the Normans as it goes to El Segundo's ball.
So the Eagles in the double bonus. So 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in this game. Normans lead 49-25. Normans having a harder time scoring in the second half, which is led by turnovers. Liberty forces his way inside and gets fouled. And he will go to the line to shoot 2. He has been all over the court today, defensively and offensively, leading the offense in the front court and getting many, many steals and tough rebounds. So make sure to watch our live stream next Tuesday night at 7:30, girls at 6. The Normans will be facing the rival Santa Monica High School Vikings. And that should be a fun one for all of you watching at home and here in the swim gym. 4 minutes remaining. Normans lead by 25. So that is a tough rebound by Williams. Ramirez looks to push. Takes on 3 defenders. Lander inside. That one goes as well. The Normans still pressing full court, and Liberty is all over the Eagle. That is a foul and a blocking foul on Liberty, and that will send Porter to the line to shoot 2. Porter with a knuckleball type shot gets that one to falls. Lander, Friedman, and Donald checks in for the Normans. Donald is actually in our 4th period KBEV class. So once again, an update on Nick Andrews. He was taken to UCLA hospital for concussion type symptoms and protocol as he took that very hard fall into the wall, which resulted in a flagrant 1. Tough defense by the Normans, which has been shown all night, as that mid-range jumper is no good. Rebounds to Williams. Normans lead 53-27, 2:45 remaining. Liberty trying to slow down the offense. Kicks it out to Donald, who loses the handle, and Quintana pulls it down for the Eagles. Both offenses slowing it down a little bit in this remaining period for the 4th quarter. Lander, great defense, and that one was put away. And the shortest guy on the court, Porter, pulls down that rebound. And that is another turnover. So timeout Eagles, as Andrew Weba and it looks like Daniel Baystock will come in for the Normans for the remaining 2 minutes.
Right, the score is 53-27 Normans with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left.
In this late push for the Normans, they have gotten to the bucket a little bit easier and gotten the ball to fall into the hoop.
Right, both teams are on bonus at this point here, as El Segundo is on double bonus. You're definitely gonna want to stay tuned for a little bit after the game, as we're gonna have some interviews with our producers here at KBEV, who help provide you with live streams such as this one.
Donald's looking for Auerbach to cut towards the corner, but the communication was not quite there.
As the game goes on, we're seeing a lot of sloppiness from the Normans passing-wise. Open shot for El Segundo in the corner. Off the mark.
And that was Quintana, who hit those previous 2 threes in the beginning of the game that really got them to keep the game a little bit closer.
Kick ball on El Segundo, as the Normans will restart at the baseline.
So Donald tries to get the ball in.
Definitely a somewhat exciting game tonight. You know, it was a blowout, but it was definitely very nice to see our Normans playing very well tonight. Very fast-paced basketball.
And the headliner of the night is the defensive effort by the Normans, the toughness, led by Aaron Liberty and Ben Ramirez, and that full court press.
1 minute and 23 seconds here.
So the boys will pick up the girls, who took a very tough loss against El Segundo, as you saw just before this game. Dominant performance by the Normans. And that is the first time Quintana has not celebrated after scoring. He finally looked up and saw the scoreboard.
Yep. I think it's good that he decided not to do a little celebration there as he finally realized that they were losing in this game. Definitely should know that going forward. He unfortunately misses the shot as the crowd goes wild.
Seconds remaining. And there's a foul.
.1 seconds left in the game as El Segundo shoots free throws. Does not look like they're going to take home the win tonight. Normans bring home the victory. Well, they are at home. They don't need to bring it home.
Right.
Just happened right here at the Beverly Hills Swim Gym.
So
definitely going to want to come here.
Right. So this will be the last shot of the game. Normans will take home the victory 55-30. Unless Webbo wants to take a shot. His teammates are calling for it. He's got Donalds. They'll go crazy if one of them makes it. They want him to shoot it. 8 seconds left. Little duo action going. Amazing pass. There is Lander. 3 seconds left. Take a shot.
Deep three.
Oh, very close.
Just short. But that is going to be the end of the game, as we saw a very good performance here by the Normans. So I'm here with Ricky Lee, one of the lead producers here at KBEV. So Ricky, what went into the setup for tonight's live stream?
Well, actually, we had one of our co-lead producers and technical director, Fiore Carey and Joshua Katz, to set up all the equipment, along with Ryan Delvandi, who's our digital engineer. Tonight, we have our KBEV van with a full TriCaster setup ready for our live stream. Today, we had Ryan Tabatabai, our technical director, with our new replay system, which enabled replay system basically for viewers. That was something new that we tried. We also had the live time board and the scoreboard up. So yeah, everything was ready to go. Everything was very prepared. We had some extra production crews, which was amazing. I had less workload, which means I could take care of more camera. I could take care of all the camera people and more production crews, ensuring that everyone's safe and they're doing their job correctly.
So Ricky, as you know, next week is the Samo game. What will we see from KBEV next week on Tuesday night?
Well, actually, we're doing a full live production just like this, both on Spectrum Channel 6 and also on our YouTube channel. It's gonna be huge. This live stream is one of the biggest one that we do. We get the most viewers. I think this is like the second most viewed after the graduation, which is insane. We're gonna have again 4 cameras ready to go, so you guys can watch it on your fingertip.
Definitely something that you guys are not gonna want to miss. A very exciting game as Samo and Beverly are rivals, basically. The swim gym will be packed. Make sure to be here in person. It's going to be great. Great energy, as hopefully the Normans will take home the win.
And if you want to check out last year's game, KBEV also streamed that. It is on the YouTube channel. This place was absolutely packed, like Jackson said. It will be this year. Samo buses in students. This place is going to be shaking. KBEV, you can see it live if you're at home, or please come out to the swim gym and support the team.
Come show your spirit. It's definitely going to be a very good game. And also, Ricky, what are we going to be expecting for the rest of the year from KBEV?
Well, actually, we have a lot of live streams coming up. So far we did the football games. We covered the last week's basketball game along with this one. We have Samo. We have the Samo game coming up again next Tuesday. We also have ASB debate coming up in April. That's another biggest live streaming events, and we have graduation coming up. So we have all those live streaming events ready to go. We also have senior time capsule project, the long-term project that we're planning on to do. We also have some top secret projects that we're planning on. So make sure to stay tuned on our both on our YouTube channel and our Spectrum Channel 6. Also, be sure to follow our Instagram at KBEFCH6.
Well, thank you, Ricky. We thank you for being able to watch it at home, as well as Fiore Carey, Ryan Damavandi, and our executive producer, Romeo Carey.
And Joshua Katz.
Of course.
So, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Here's a guy to talk to if you're interested in KBEV or you want any information.
He's taking the mic.
And actually, I want to thank you guys. You guys were fantastic today. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate all your hard work. So now let's send it back to the court one more time, and then they're gonna be ready with the recap and closing.